What's up, people? Give it a few minutes for some people to get here. How do you test them? They either leak under pressure or they leak under vacuum, but you need to have some kind of test rig, or you can just do it kind of as maintenance, which is a little bit why we're doing this one. There's actually nothing wrong with it. We're just gonna do a little freshening up on it. Hopefully we won't make it worse. All right, people, I'm back. I was kind of waiting to see if Dizzy was gonna stop by because told him I was gonna do it. But since we got a people, looks like we'll go ahead and get started, I guess. First tool we're gonna use is this little hook pick, and we're going to. There's two O-rings in here that basically, so if you put this on the system and it were to leak from here, or most of your leaks is probably going to be from these O-rings in here. So what we'll do here is we're gonna, the pick is sharp, so I usually try to find, kind of stick it in at this angle. And then twist it out. Yeah, see, when you kind of slip behind it, you can kind of pop it out like that. Yeah, this O-ring gets beat up pretty good. Some of that's like nylon. You can actually flip it around too. I flipped it around before. Definitely won't last as long. And then you got another smaller end one. Smaller one inside there. So there's two O-rings in the face of it here. What's up, Jeff? Or G off. Hello, G off. Looks like I'm defusing a bomb. I am. I was actually going to mail this to you. But now, maybe I should rethink this. Alright, so I think what we'll do next is take this handle off, just P2. Can't believe my father's not here. Messed up. I finally go live and my father doesn't even show up. So these are kind of stuck on a little bit. It's basically like a hex drive. What's up, KC? Brother KC. Yep, live streaming just like my dad. Dear old dad. I need to get something real quick. Okay, I'm back. If I show you, see if we can see. Trying to see if I can show you all inside it, but can't really. Alright, so 3/4. Gotta pop this. Now, when they're brand new, probably be a little tighter than that. I've had this one apart before. So that's that. And this is the tricky part. When you got the handle on right. Open, closed. So now we're going to take our little pocket screwdriver here. Yeah, this part's tricky. I'm not gonna lie. Here we go. So here's the old one. And we kind of want the camera to pick up how there's a little groove. And then once you get that Teflon seal out, all you gotta do is just tap it and the ball comes out. So can y'all see how the ball has made a little divot in there? All right. So the old one has a nice little divot. But as you can see, the new ones The new ones don't have that, so I guess that's. I've never had one not stay shut when they were shut. So I guess that's what seals it shut. And this is the tricky part. Kind of why I did this trim. So what we've got is, I don't know if you guys can see that little brass piece that's attached to this. And then we've got another Teflon seal deeper inside there. So this just pushes out. I'll just take my thumb and should be able to push it right out of here. Good on the last one. Dang. So this is the part where it can kind of get tricky. Oh, yes. All right. See, I've done this before and I already screwed up. So you're gonna want to get that. You got to get that other Teflon seal out before this piece can come through the body. And that was what tripped me up the first time. So I just take my little flathead screwdriver and I'm just gonna try to work this sucker out of here like that. This is not easy. But what I'm doing here is I'm kind of sticking my screwdriver in at an angle and trying to push against the bottom of that Teflon seal. So the bottom would be opposite the end of that brass piece at the top. So that's going to be what worked for me. So again, I'm kind of pushing in here at the bottom. So what we're going to want to do is kind of make that seal kick out like this. And it does have enough room to kick the bottom out, and then once you get it like that, you can pull it on out of there. So let's see if we can do that. So all I see is y'all talking about Milwaukee drills. I've never had a problem with mine. They've been great. Let's see if I can stab myself. I'm having to hold it back here because this is the trickiest part, I'm telling you. Yeah, in fact, if you don't want to take it this far, you really don't have to. I've never really had these seals leak. You could probably get by just if it's leaking from the business end, all you gotta do is replace those two gaskets. Yours won't be green. A spiral fluid extractor bit? No. I don't know if that will work in here. Because the brass body is the same diameter as that, so you don't want to really dig a extractor in there. I've gotten them out this way. It's just it's hard, and it's really hard to do it where y'all can see it too. So I'm gonna have to try to work with it off camera for a second. This is fascinating, isn't it? All right. What's up, Dallas? I was telling everyone I was waiting for you to get here. And this inner Teflon seal is kicking my butt. And that's exactly what I had trouble with. This is the hardest part, is getting that seal out. And I watched Appion's videos, and they didn't really tell you what to do too much. So that's why I'm making this video, just to show guys what I do. You got to get this inner Teflon seal out before this brass comes out. And I'm just taking a pocket screwdriver, and I'm sticking it in here a little bit like this, trying to find a lip at the bottom to kick that bottom out a little bit, so then I can grab it with my pick and pull it the rest of the way out of there. So just keep at it. I'm thinking I might need to take one of these screwdrivers that I have a bunch of. See if I can. Oh, geez. Thing's brittle. Still trying to get this other white Teflon, I don't even know what you would call that, out of there. Yeah, it's not bad for me. I find it kind of therapeutic sometimes to just sit here and fiddle with something like this. But I agree, if you don't like stuff like this, don't do anything other than pop the gaskets out. Just 90% of these that are leaking are probably from these two gaskets that are in there. Those are simple. I mean, I did that in like 5 seconds. To replace these seals is what we're after with this Teflon little doohickey. We'll get it though. Wonder where my dad's at. Where's John HVAC? I'm glad everyone else showed up though, because my own dad didn't show up. Or my other brother Brad. At least KC's here though. I can understand this is pretty god awful boring. Oh yeah, he's working on that Ream heat pump. Is he really? Do you know that for sure? Oh, look at there. It just flew out, y'all. Alright, so she's empty now, y'all. Check that out. So you just stick to it. Look how, I'll give you all a close-up of it here. This thing will focus. So y'all can see kind of where I was digging at it. And to just keep pushing this brass piece up in there, because if it pops down a little bit, it's making that Teflon ring even tougher in there. So now that we've got that out, watch, this is just going to pop right out. See there? So that's what we were after. And that's why I'm doing this video, because the Appion video I watched did not show you with that much detail that this piece, okay, it's stuck in there a little bit by this Teflon seal. Actually, it's like this, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So this Teflon seal's in there, and this is holding it in there just a little bit. And they didn't show you how to get that Teflon ring out of there. Alright. Let's take these little rings off.